And we welcome you, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. I'm Terry Ross, coming to you live from North Medford High School in Medford, Oregon, and we thank you for joining us for tonight's game. This is the Lithia Superstore game of the night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. And today, the Century Jaguars come to town to take on the North Medford Black Tornado in girls basketball action. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Medford School District and our participating community business partners, which is how we keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know that you appreciate their support, and you can also help out Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. You can go to YouTube, and you can search Table Rock Sports. Then you click on the red subscribe button, and if you've already done that, we give you a big hearty thank you. It's pregame here at the North Medford Black Tornado Gymnasium, and we'll be back right after this timeout on TableRockSports.net.
45 years, RVTD has been the way to go in the Rogue Valley. We celebrate others making a difference in our amazing community, like Southern Oregon University and Rogue Community College. SOU and RCC provide accessible, high-quality education for students of all ages and backgrounds, utilizing hands-on learning and community engagement. SOU and RCC work in partnership to help students succeed, creating greater opportunity in the Rogue Valley. Way to go, SOU and RCC!
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
And I welcome you back to the North Medford Black Tornado Gymnasium, and they're introducing the starting lineups. Going out there, first of all, for the Century Jaguars. I'm trying to get the number. Having a little difficulty. Berkeley Skipper is out there. Also out there is Ida McBool. Coming out also Josie Hill, Gina Walkenhorst, and the last one out there is going to be Alyssa Loza. And here they got it now for the Black Tornado. They will lead off with number 4, Margaret Hamlin, a 5'9" junior. Allie Stevens, a 5'5" junior. They will have Kaylee Raines at 5'9", and a freshman, Alyssa Hesse. Oops, got that wrong. Brooke Richardson at 5'7", and a junior. And the last one out is Mariah Lane, a 5'7" freshman. So that's your starting lineups for both clubs. Century comes into this game 3-1 out of the Pacific Conference. That's a tough conference for girls basketball this year. They've got Lake Oswego, Forest Grove, who we have already seen, and they are a very, very good ball club, it looks like. At least the one game that we have seen them. And they play out of a tough league. Meanwhile, the North Medford Black Tornado come in 2-3, having won their last game down in Del Norte. 52-29 against that high school in California. The boys team was supposed to come up here and play the North Medford Black Tornado, but as you know, that game got snowed out, although it has been rescheduled for Thursday night, the 23rd. Ready to get this one underway, and there's the tip, and the Jaguar will control it as North Medford will go left to right across your screen here in this first half. And just like that, Century will throw it out of bounds. Throwing it out of bounds that time was Hill, but here come the Black Tornado now. Lane has it in her hands and does get it into the forecourt. Knocked away as he tried to go inside with the ball. Get it around to Stevens. Stevens saved it. Thought she was going to lose that one right off her foot. She managed to save that one. Oh, Tornado will set up again. And they'll throw it over the head of the intended receiver of that pass. It was Raines. It was standing there jumping up and down saying, I'm wide open, I'm wide open. And when they did try to get it to her, it went out of bounds. We played about 1 minute here in the first quarter, and we still have no score. Here comes Hamlin. Hamlin not going to get stopped, but puts it up anyway. No good. Going back up with it was Lane. No good on that one. Here comes Century with it. And their black uniforms, and we're going to have traveling. I was called on Skipper. So the Black Tornado will inbound it. Stevens. Now they get it around to Raines. Down in the corner to Lane. Lane back out to Richardson, and there will be a foul on the visiting Jaguar. It's on Loza. That's the first on Loza. Stevens up, no good. Grabbing the rebound for them is Walkenhorst. And then getting it ahead to McBool, and there's a foul on North Medford. Foul was on Hamlin, and then out of bounds off of North Medford. Loza to inbound it. And before we can ever get started, they're telling Raines, back it up. Now Loza has space, and then underneath the foul. They worked that into Walkenhorst off of the inbound, but was fouled by Stevens. That's the second team foul now on the Black Tornado. So the Century will inbound it again. Thought about a three, backing it out though, and not doing it. Century minus 3 players tonight for varying reasons. Working it down underneath. Now they get it back out around to Hill. Nope, thought about a three and then pulled it back again. So they'll start over. Loza with it. Around it comes to Hill, taken away. That's Richardson with it. Richardson bouncing it off to Stevens, lay it in. And the Black Tornado will take the early 2-0 lead off of the basket by Stevens. Here's a scramble around for the basketball. Coming out of there with it is Raines. Getting it ahead to Lane. Lane back around to Hamlin. Hamlin fires. No good. Grabbing it, though, is Stevens. So the Black Tornado will set up again. Around to Richardson. That's Rains with it for 3. No good. Tipped around. And here comes Century. 5:05 to go. First period. 2-zip is what we have for a score. As baskets have been hard to come by for both squads right now. It's going to go out of bounds. I don't think Lane can save it. No, does, but right to Century. Hill fires it down court in a hurry, and then putting it up wildly, no good. And then Century is going to grab the rebound. Loza had it, but couldn't get it off. Here's Hill with the shot. That one's in and out. And Hamlin with the rebound for the Black Tornado. So Century finding it a little difficult to get the ball in the hoop right now. 4.5 to go. We're in the first period. Bounce it off. Richardson goes up and gets it. Four nothing at the point. Now we are halfway through the first period, and we are at the 4-minute mark. That goes off of the foot of a Century player. Pop it ahead now to Raines. Raines will put it up and in. As Century says, we've seen just about enough of that, as they're going to take a 30-second timeout. As you take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, you see that it now reads North Medford 6, Century nothing. John L. Scott, they have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. We're also excited to welcome the Thomason Hospitality Group of Grants Pass and Tap Rock Northwest Grill as a new sponsor. You too can enjoy Thomason Hospitality at Elmer's, Pita Pit, and Human Bean locations throughout Southern Oregon. So 6-0. The Black Tornado off to an early lead right now. It's not that Century hasn't had shots. They've had shots, had a couple of them go in and out on them. Just haven't figured out how to get it in and get it to stay in is the issue right now. They're back at it, though. They have the ball now. Walking horse with it, and then they lose it. Lane had it for just a moment, and then there's traveling, and Century will turn it right back over. That call goes on McBool. Bringing it up was, that time was Boger. Get it around the lane. Back to Hamlin. Boger into the middle. Nope. Gonna pop a 3. No, that'll skim the rim. Century trying to figure out how to get this into forecourt. Now finally under no pressure, they do. Around to McBool. That's Hill with it right now. Into the middle to McBool. Up, no good. It'll stay with Century. Stevens comes back in, replacing Lane. Loza, long time, but finally finds somebody, and there it goes. The first bucket by Century. I want to say that was Skipper that did it. There's a missed shot. And I have to get a look at the exact number, but I think it was Skipper that put that in. It's hard to read her number, but I'm going to give it to Skipper. Number 11. Until I can figure it out otherwise. Oh, and I'm wrong. I think it's McBool that put that in. Number 13. So and then now that I look again, I think I was right the first time. All right, anyway, North Medford takes the ball away. Here comes Raines with it, and Raines will lay it in. Four on the night for Raines. We're down to 2 minutes in the first period. Skipper with it in her hands. Ooh, almost traveled. twice. Walkenhorst now goes in the corner. Trying to get it inside. They couldn't do it. Taken away by the Black Tornado. Put it into the hands of... I have to look here for a moment. I was going to say, but it was in the hands of Rains. And now the Century comes forward quickly. That one isn't going to go either for them. That went all the way around the rim and nowhere. Here comes a Stevens. Stevens bounces it to Hamlin. No good. Putting it back up as Richardson. Stevens gets it, and there will be a travel. Lane in for Rains. A minute 8 to go here in the first period. Century having trouble with a bit of a zone defense here that the Black Tornado were playing. They're just shifting to whichever side of the court that the ball is on. That's all they're doing right now. Hill gets it inside. Double teamed is Loza, or not Loza, but Walkenhorst. And Walkenhorst is fouled. A foul on North Medford. That's 3 now on the Black Tornado. That was on Hamlin. That's 2 on her. And the first one is good. And the next one is no good. So 30 seconds to go. First period. The Black Tornado get it down. Lane goes up. Can't get that one to go. And then they take it away. Hill had it for just a moment. Stevens right back into the lane. Bounce it back out to Stevens. Stevens getting it down low to Rains. Rains can't get that little turnaround to go. There's another shot put up by Lane. But that one isn't going either. But a foul. It's on Walkenhorst. That's 2 now on Century. And at the line will be Lane. Nope. And that one's good. Century playing for the last shot. It's up. It's no good. Stevens has the rebound. 3 seconds. They're not going to get a shot off. Boger trying to chase it down, but that's going to be the end of the first period. As we take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard at the end of 1, it reads North Medford 9, Century 3, as you're listening to TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And we return to North Medford High School. And we begin quarter number 2. 9-3 lead here for the Black Tornado. See if they can work it down. Century has switched out to a 2-3 zone. Try and keep North Medford out away from the basket. There's no shot, they say. 3 in the key. Turnover North Medford. Stood around 1 second too long. That always a travel. Yeah. Lane looking for somebody to get it to. Gets it into Stevens. Right back out to Lane, who will pop a 3. It's no good. Weak side rebound, though, goes up for North Medford. Good. Rains putting that one in. Has 6 on the night. That's going to go out of bounds. Not sure if you want to call that an errant shot or an errant pass, but either way, it went out of bounds. Richardson into the game for the Black Tornado, and coming in for Century is Nicole Restrepo. They tried to get me to say that a couple of times tonight, so hopefully we got that right. Had to remember it for a little while until I could write it down. Here we go, Stevens. Trying to find a way in. That's Pica. Get it around there in the corner for a 3. That's off the front rim, but grabbed on the rebound by Richardson. She missed, but put up again, no good. And North Medford will chase it down. It'll be a white ball off of Century. I'll set it up one more time, trying to get it in to Rains, but couldn't do it. Goes out of bounds. Century will bring it into the forecourt. Hill directing traffic for the Jaguars. And there is stolen away. The pass. Here's Stevens. She's going to take it in all the way, put it up, no good, tip it around, out of bounds, and they'll say it goes Century's way. I should have asked the Century coaches if the school prefers Jaguar, as we normally pronounce it here in America, or if they like the more English pronunciation, Jaguar. Probably Jaguars. Century with it right now, though. Trying to get a shot off, and they can't do it. It's in the hands of Edgar. Now there's a 3-point shot. No good. Lane with the rebound for the Black Tornado. Knocked out of bounds by Centuries. Trying to get it over to Rains. Loza knocking that one out of bounds. Here's a 3 put up by the Tornado. No good. Rains will grab, or make that Richardson will grab the rebound and put it back in. 13-3 ball game. There's a shot. That one doesn't go. Loza had it right there, and it just rolled off the rim. And now she'll steal the pass as they're trying to get it back to Stevens, getting it ahead and having to stop and then losing it. That was Edgar that had it and then had to stop and lost it. And now North Medford wants a quick timeout. In fact, they want a full timeout. So we'll take one with them as you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
We return to the North Medford Gymnasium and the Lithia Superstore game of the night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. On TableRockSports.net, and the John L. Scott scoreboard shows you the story here with 4.5 to go in period number 2. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. Here's Boger with the shot and got it. Shot put up by Century. That one doesn't go. They get the rebound, go up with it, and there is a bucket by Walking Horse. And that will bring a whistle and a turnover. Century will inbound in their own forecourt. McMool to do that. Finally gets it into Edgar. Edgar fouled. It's going to go on Pica. That would be well, I thought it was 5 team fouls on North Medford. Apparently it's only 4. Either that or not all the information arrived at the scoreboard. Huh. Anyway, Century gets it in. We'll just play little hoops here. And there's another travel. North Medford brings it in. Boger with it. And they get it way down in the corner, trying to bounce it back to Boger. And finally back to Jackson. Trying to dip it down. They do. They get it down to Rains, and it doesn't go. Coming out of there with the rebound is Walkenhorst. And this is going to go out of bounds. Coach J.T. Thomas talks all the time about defense for his team, as he wants them to play defense. I don't know if he was thinking about holding a team down to beyond or below double figures. There's a nice behind the back pass. And Boger thought about a 3, lost it. Here comes Century. And a layup. And good. I'll try to get who put that in just a moment. Pretty hard to get these Century numbers. There's Jackson batting it away and getting it right back to Stevens, who will lay it in. Still looking to who I should give credit to that bucket for. There's a turnover by Century. I think I want to give it, yes, I want to give it to Restrepo. And there's going to be punched away, but North Medford will retain possession. 17-7. 2:26 to go, second period. The Black Tornado with a 10-point lead. Boger cross court to Stevens. Stevens backing around to Boger. Boger's going to pop a three. That's off the glass, no good. Scramble around for the rebound, getting it there for momentarily. There's Raines. Back out to Jackson, who will fire a three. That one's no good. Century scrambling for the rebound. They're going to call the foul on North Medford. It's on Raines. That will be 5 on the Black Tornado. Trying to take it all the way in that time was Skipper or McBool. And there's a shot put up and in by Century. 17-9. Just as I look down, so I'm not sure who did it. And the PA man's not giving me any help. Here's Jackson. Yes. Doing a good job if North Medford scores, but not so much for Century. So for any of you Century fans listening, we apologize. Hey, here's a foul on Raines. Lane will come in for Boger. 6 now on North Medford. Pica back in for Richardson. Century has nowhere to go with it, so they go out top. And they'll try it one more time from there. McBool. Nowhere to go. Finally around to Skipper. Skipper gives it back to Wackenhorst. Still nowhere to go, so they'll set up one more time as we approach 1 minute in the half. Wackenhorst. Cross court it, out of bounds. Stevens turn, now they're going to spin. They give it off to Raines. Raines can't get that one to go. With 30 seconds to go, here comes Century. Trying to get out of single digits for the half travel. Loza got into traffic and couldn't do anything with the ball. Couldn't shoot, couldn't pass, ended up traveling. Raines, bounce it ahead to Jackson. Jackson, lay it in. Yes. (21-9). 11 seconds. There's a shot. No good. Jackson with the rebound. Century gets it right back, though. Here's a long one by Skipper. No! Jackson has it in her hands, and that will end the half. So we're at halftime here. As you take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, they have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. And at halftime, the scoreboard reads North Medford 21, Century 9. We invite you now to stay tuned for the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report, which comes next on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Sherm's Thunderbird Market has been serving Southern Oregon for over 50 years. We are thankful and proud to be able to say that our employees are like family, and we certainly couldn't serve Southern Oregon so well without them.
I love my job, and what better place to work than for the people who care about you and your community.
We really are treated more like family rather than just employees.
Our loyal customers make my job fun and more enjoyable.
Sherm's is now hiring. Go to our website to see what positions are available.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
And we are at halftime here at the North Medford Gymnasium, 21-9 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Halftime is brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department, where the fall activities guide, maybe even the winter's activities guide by now, has been mailed. And so you need to just go online and visit playmedford.com, and there you can learn more about what is happening at this time of the year. The Black Tornado have played the kind of defense that their coach hopes that they play on a regular basis. They led after the first quarter 9-3, and even though Century managed to put 6 of them up here in the second period, they still trail this one 21-9. Like I said, I don't think that coach was thinking that maybe they would hold a team to single digits, but for a half, but so far that is what has happened. Let's take a look at the individual scoring for each ball club before we turn our attention to other activity that's happening on this day. Berkeley Skipper has 2. Nicole Restrepo has 2. Jenna Walkenhorst has 5, at least as we unofficially have it, to give them their 9 points. Meanwhile, for North Medford, Ollie Stevens has 4. Shayana Jackson has 4. Collie Raines has 6. Brooke Richardson with 4. Olivia Boger with 2. And Mariah Lane with 1. That's kind of the way the scoring adds up here in the first half. When we come back, we'll take a look at what else might be going on around here. And on this Wednesday or Monday, kind of a light day for basketball in the high school areas here in Southern Oregon. But we'll do that when we come back on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net.
Sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is MotorTrend's back-to-back-to-back 3-peat Truck of the Year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get a Black Friday deal on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live.
His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
And we return to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, you can see that it's a 21-9 lead for Century. John L. Scott, they have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. And our Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report is going to continue here, and youth and adult sports leagues are forming, and there's a lot more going on. There's adult fitness, art, music, photo classes, and more that are available. You need to visit playmedford.com, there where you can sign up, and you can also learn more. As far as action goes for girls basketball today, 6A action, at least down here in the Southern Oregon area, this is the only Southern Oregon team playing at the moment. In 5A, Pendleton was to play Crater up in the Spartan Holiday Showcase, but that's at Corvallis High School, but that game was canceled. And in the 4A, there's not much going on. And in the 3A, Gold Beach and Brookings Harbor are going at it, but that's about as close as we get. Rogue River will be visiting South Umpqua. Well, they are visiting South Umpqua at the moment. And so that's really about all the action that there is as far as the girls are concerned tonight. Is fear not. The basketball action will heat up as the next 2 weeks continue, as there will be lots and lots of tournaments that'll be going on for the next couple of weeks. The John L. Scott scoreboard tells you the story, as right now it's a 21-9 lead at halftime for North Medford. We're back with the second half right after this on TableRockSports.net.
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
We return to North Medford High School, site of the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. And the John L. Scott scoreboard will tell us the story at 21-9. North Medford out on top over Century, as the Jaguars were unable practically to buy a basket. I guess they would have had to just about bribe the basket to let something in, but they just had a terrible shooting first half. We'll see if that gets corrected. They've actually come in, as we say, at 3-1, and they have put up decent numbers. Not great, but at least decent numbers, but not this afternoon. And we're ready to go. North Medford will be going right to left across your screen on this one. Trying to get it in. Nope, take it away. Raines gets it ahead to Hamlin. Hamlin lays it up. No, that doesn't go. But Stevens will grab the rebound. Here goes Raines in. Raines puts it up. That one's no good. And Century will grab the rebound. And now we have a foul. It's on Hamlin. That's 3 on Hamlin. Loza with it in her hands. That's Walkenhorst. And down goes down around into the corner to Skipper. Gets it right back in the middle to Walkenhorst. Walkenhorst driving, stops, pops it out instead to the McBool, and McBool will put it in. Nope. A dribbling violation on the Black Tornado. Skipper, nope, traveled. Actually, it looks like maybe the travel was called on Loza. So we'll do it all over again. Lane, getting it into Raines. Raines will go up. That one's no good. Grabbing the rebound. Century. Almost losing it, but getting it back to Loza. Back around to Hill, and they'll set it up one more time. Here's a long shot by Loza. Yes! Three-pointer that time by Loza. All of a sudden, at 21-14, the Black Tornadoes say we need just a bit of a timeout here, not a long timeout, as they only want a 30-second timeout. As all of a sudden it's 21-14. The Black Tornadoes being outscored 5-0 to start this third period. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. You can visit eyecaresouthern.com to see how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can keep your family's vision clearly focused. White ball, so the Black Tornado will have it. Richardson to inbound. Stevens off to Boger. That was Raines back to Lane. Tried to get it back to Raines. And now what do we have? Baseline. It was a kick to ball by Century. Now we're lined up for a second time. Trying to get that into range, but couldn't do it. Century takes it away. It will be a foul. Boger and sending Skipper to the line. No good on number one. And the next one is good. $6-0 run by Century to begin the second half. Ooh, there was almost a travel by Raines. Got it off instead to Stevens, who will put it in on the bank shot. 23-15. Century looking for a shot, can't get it off. Here's a three being put up by the Jaguars. No good, in and out. They get the rebound, though. Trying to go up with it and couldn't do it was Wackenhorst. Boger traveled. It's actually a 6-2 run, and there's a carry by Skipper. What they're doing is by motion, they tell you they're turning the ball over. They're getting too far under the ball and they're just turning. They used to call it palming. Then for a long time it went away. Nobody really cared that they did it. As Raines grabs the rebounds and puts it right back in. That helps the cause just a little bit. There's a count it. The foul on North Medford to boot. Loza at the line. First one and the only one is no good. No team fouls on Century so far. Stevens leads with it. Richardson put it up. Not Richardson. But that Lane put it up. And now there's a foul on Richardson. .425. Third period. Skipper. Inside, off of the hands of Wackenhorst. They're going to call a foul. Wackenhorst gets the foul. That's the first on Century, and now that calls for another 30-second timeout. As you take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, 25-15. I'm falling behind here. 25-17 as the Century Jaguars are closing the gap on the Black Tornado. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. And there's the little one out watching the game tonight. Don't know if he's eyeing that snack, I'll tell you that. He's got his eyeball right on that. If you're going to eat food in front of you, you need to learn to share it. It seems to be his attitude. A reasonable one. Here's Boger. Boger thought about it. Now Boger drives in, puts it up off the glass. No good. Wackenhorst with the rebound. As McBool brought it into forecourt. Now it's in the hands of Skipper. Back around to McBool. Off of the foot, picked up by the Black Tornado. Here comes Raines with it. Raines up, good. So Kaylee Raines with another one, 27-17. As the Black Tornado tried to right the ship, they got it back out to the 10-point lead. They had a 12-point lead at the half, so they're almost have all of it back. And with 3:18 to go, have time here in the third period to get it back out to 12. And more. Lane taking it down the sideline. No, taken away. They tried to get it to Stevens. Grabbing it is Loza. Around it goes to McBool. McBool Closely guarded, trips, foul. It's on Raines. 5 now on the Black Tornado. Walkenhorst takes the inbound. Hill directing traffic. Wants to get it to Walkenhorst. Does. Walkenhorst triple team, but puts it up anyway. No good. Century will get the rebound. It looks like a Century foul. It is. It's on Walkenhorst. 2 now on the Jaguars. 5 on North Medford as we're below 2.5 to go, third period. There's a shot, air ball. Put up by Harris. And it'll be Century basketball. Skipper to Hill. Now it's out to McBool. Trying to get it inside, lost it. Boger has it. Here she comes for the Black Tornado. Stops, pops, yes. Now they have it all back. Here they steal another one and then lose it. Now you're going to get jump ball. That will go North Medford direction. Boger and Restrepo are involved in that scramble. Oh, Century basketball. White ball, yeah, thank you. White ball, yes. I'm looking at the possession arrow, which we can see from here. It is pointing towards North Medford. They're giving it to Century. It's like, I'm looking at something backward, I guess. But no, we weren't. We were right for once. Hamlin gets it out to Lane. Lane will stop and put it up. No good. Pica trying for the rebound. Bats it out of bounds. A minute 20 to go. Third period. Hill. Get it around in the corner to Skipper, and Skipper will throw it out of bounds. Was looking, I believe, to get that probably to Edgar, but two different thoughts about where the ball should go leads to it going out of bounds. 1 minute to go. Third period. There's a shot by Harris. No good. Pike will lose the rebound. No. Say it off a Century. Restrepo is the one that went off. Around to Pica. Oh, Hamlin in. Put it up. No good. And here comes Edgar with it. Paige Edgar is the name. And then Pica comes from behind and takes it away. Pica is going to lose it. And then Hamlin has it. And it'll say it's white ball after all of that. Back and forth it went. But the Black Tornado end up with it. Skipper to inbound it. Lopez, or Loza, not Lopez, but Loza. All the way to the hoop, put it up, no good, fouled. Loza will be at the line for a couple. Lane with the foul. First one's no good. And gets one out of the two. (29-17). That was nicely done, but it will result in a foul. Lane getting fouled on the way in as they nicely passed that ball around that time. On Edgar. Lane will be shooting free throws. First one's in. Not so much with the second one. Losing it off the foot and having it picked up by North Medford. Stevens to Hamlin. Hamlin puts it up. No, that doesn't go. Foul underneath on Skipper. 4 now on Century. Hamlin is at the line. In and out. Throws their hands up like, what are we supposed to do anyway? The next one, violation. Can scratch that one. Seven seconds to go. Century looking to get a shot off. Was going to lose it. And with .3 to go, there's a travel. Century ball. Skipper to inbound with .3 to go. And it's up. I think that would have counted if it had went, but it didn't. So we've made it through 3. The John L. Scott scoreboard tells the story as it's 31-18 in favor of North Medford. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene as you listen to TableRockSports.net.
45 years, RVTD has been the way to go in the Rogue Valley. We celebrate others making a difference in our amazing community, like Southern Oregon University and Rogue Community College. SOU and RCC provide accessible, high-quality education for students of all ages and backgrounds, utilizing hands-on learning and community engagement. SOU and RCC work in partnership to help students succeed, creating greater opportunity in the Rogue Valley. Way to go, SOU and RCC!
And memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
And we return to North Medford High School for the Lithia Superstore game of the night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. Starting the 5-second count is North Medford messing around. They had the ball to begin the fourth quarter. Suppose we should indicate that also. Now they're going to lose it. And get it ahead. And no, that one uncontested lay-in rolls off the rim for Century. Boger to Raines, and Raines will put it in. I have the home team with 1 too many points. I have the home team with 3 too many points. There we go. 32-14, or 18 is your score. 14-point lead. Here's Raines. That one doesn't go. Gets the rebound. Goes back up. That one wasn't go. And they're going to grab it. Stevens will put it up. No good. Century gets it, and a foul. And Raines is okay. So the 7th team foul on the Black Tornado. And that brings up 1-1. At the line, McBool. First one is good. The next one is no good. And the Black Tornado will grab it. Get it into the corner. There's Lane for 3. No, but grabbing it on the other end. Stevens. No, that one doesn't go as it's in and out. Richardson fighting for the rebound. They call the jump ball possession. Goes to Century. Long pass ahead, taking the baseline and driving, no good. That was McBool again. She gets back to the foul line. First one's in. We don't have a number 11 on our roster for North Medford, but number 11 just came in. As McBool gets the second one. And there's another one. They call it a carry. They're not dribbling the ball, they're carrying it down instead of dribbling it. That one was called on Stevens. Dribbling drills may be in order. Turn, put it in. That's a walking horse. First bucket for Walkenhorst in the second half. Get it ahead to Stevens. Stevens puts it up. No good. Century with it out of there. Here come the Jaguars. Walkenhorst with it. Around to Loza, and Loza lost it. Stevens taking that one away. Around to Hamlin. Bounce it back. There's a back to Stevens. Stevens will fire a 3. No good. Century keeps threatening. They never can quite close the gap. 5:50 to go in the ball game. Lane is back in. Century driving, turning, putting it up, no good. And there'll be a foul Nope, out of bounds. Stepped on the baseline. Walking horse. Now Century's going to do a little bit full court pressure. Boger around to Richardson. Richardson ahead to Hamlin. Hamlin loses it, and then it's picked up by Lane. Lane, nope, travel. Oh, not even that. 3 in the key again. 5:20 to go. Black Tornado looking to hold on here for their third win. Meanwhile, Century looking to close it down. Hill goes up and gets it. Seven-point lead. Had it back out to 12 just a couple minutes ago. Almost a travel. Now they're going to tip it away, but North Medford will figure out how to get it back. Here comes Boger with it. Boger stops. Boger back out. Now they'll set this up. Around to Hamlin. Back to Boger. And in it goes to Lane. Lane goes. She's rejected. And now here comes the Jaguars with it. It's Nyborg that had it there for a moment. Walkenhorst stepped out of bounds. Took the baseline to do a reverse and stepped out of bounds. And now we're going to take a full timeout, according to the coaches. So we'll do likewise here. As you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, you can see Medford leads this one now by 7 on TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And we return to North Medford High School. A 32-25 lead for North Medford on the John L. Scott scoreboard. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night. Presented by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. And North Medford just turned it over again. So with 4 minutes to go in the ball game, the Black Tornado insists on making this interesting. There will be a foul, and that'll be a 1-and-1. It's on Lane. That'll get Stevens back into the game. And the first one is good. And only one for Nyborg as Century puts it back up, but can't get it to go. Here comes the Black Tornado with it. Ahead to Lane and then taken away. McBool, or this is Nyborg, to Walkenhorst. Right back to McBool, but there's nothing for McBool to do. Loza loses it out of bounds. 3.5 to go. as North Medford holds on to this 6-point lead. They were up by 12 at one point here in the fourth quarter early on. So Century Jaguars have cut this back a little bit. Boger cross court to Stevens. There's a blocking foul. Walkenhorst with the foul. 5 now on Century. So they can foul one more time without penalty. Left wide open for a 3 is Lane, and goes off the backboard out of bounds. She's like, oops. We got substitutions all over the place. Hill is out. Coming in is for North Medford is Lane. So Century trying to close it down. Edgar has it. Nyborg. Ooh, foul on Lane. Or not Lane, excuse me, but on Richardson. Double. That'll put McBool at the line for 2. And we are in the double bonus. And the first one is good. Likewise with the next one. Again, full court pressure by Century as we're below 3 minutes to go in the ball game, and now they're down by 4. Raines to Lane, back to Raines to Lane. Boger with it. Stevens around to Raines. Raines puts it up, no good. Grabbing the rebound and putting it up, no good. Grabbing the rebound again and putting it up, no good. And finally falling to the floor is Richardson. A 3 by Century. No. Raines with the rebound. Bringing it into the forecourt. Get it to Stevens. Stevens can't get a shot off. We'll take it way back out on top. To Boger. Under 2 minutes to go. Lane with a 3. That's no good. Stevens with the rebound. Yes, count it. And she was fouled. One shot. The foul on McBool. No good with the foul shot. Tipping it around. I'm going to say one off of Nyborg. That'll still be a North Medford basketball. And now what do we have? We have a full timeout, it looks like. Called by North Medford, so we'll take one. As you're listening to TableRockSports.net.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to North Medford and the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. The John L. Scott scoreboard lets you know that North Medford leads. There's a three by Lane. So we're sitting here doing all kinds of talking around, but in the meantime, Lane is playing basketball. And she nails the three-pointer to give him a 37-28 lead with about a minute and a half to go now in the ball game. That's a big shot right there. Walkenhorst get it out to the foul line, no good. And there comes Richardson with a big rebound around to Boger. Boger will give it off to Lane. Lane back around to Stevens. Stevens loses it, but Boger picks it up and gets it to Richardson underneath, no good, but Raines is right there to clean it up. (39-28), back out to 11, under 1 minute to go. So North Medford looking a little better after this was closed down to 4. For goodness sakes, McBool to Nyborg. Nyborg takes the baseline and puts it up and it hits the backside of the backboard, out of bounds. 45.9 to go. North Medford looking like they might get their third win. Oh, here Century takes the inbound pass, but they can't do anything with it. Walkenhorst, though, will grab the rebound. Ooh, almost traveled. Hill will set for a three. No, that's off the back iron. Century with the rebound. On the floor we go. Jump ball. 29.8. Edgar back into the game. Stevens charging all the way to the basket. No, that doesn't go. Putting up a shot. That was Richardson. As she fell to the ground, she put it up, but it didn't go. And then off of the foot, it goes to Stevens. Then back around to Raines. Raines firing it ahead, gives it off to Richardson. Richardson puts it up and in. That will seal it right there. And that is your ball game. So, it's all over here in the North Medford Gymnasium. And the John L. Scott scoreboard tells the story that it's a 41-28 win for North Medford over Century. We'll be back with the My Circle K, powered by GP Energy post-game show right after this timeout on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Sherm's Thunderbird Market has been serving Southern Oregon for over 50 years. We are thankful and proud to be able to say that our employees are like family, and we certainly couldn't serve Southern Oregon so well without them.
I love my job, and what better place to work than for the people who care about you and your community.
We really are treated more like family rather than just employees.
Our loyal customers make my job fun and more enjoyable.
Sherm's is now hiring. Go to our website to see what positions are available.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
And we welcome you back to North Medford High School in the John L. Scott, no, not the John L. Scott, the Lithia Superstore game of the night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. I was looking at the John L. Scott scoreboard there on the screen, and there is indeed a John L. Scott scoreboard, and it reads 41-28 in favor of North Medford. And at the end of this ball game, they played really, really good defense, did the Black Tornado. The Century Jaguars scored 10 points in one quarter, only in the fourth quarter when they closed things down a little bit. Otherwise, every quarter they were held to single digits. It got a little spooky, if we can use that word, for the North Medford Black Tornado, as the 12-point lead all of a sudden evaporated down to a 4-point lead. And it looked like maybe there was going to be a little difficulty for the Black Tornado, but they righted the ship and managed to go away with a 13-point win. The win moves them now to 3-3 on the year, and Century will drop to 3-2. Some leading scorers, first of all, for the Century Jaguars. They were led by the 7 points of Ida McBool and also by Jenna Walkenhorst. Nobody else really had a whole lot of scoring for a Century. As far as the North Medford Black Tornado is concerned, they had Collie Rains with 14, 8 of those in the first half. She was the only one in double figures. Ollie Stevens had 8. Brooke Richardson had 6. Olivia Boger had 4. And Mariah Lane had 5. And Lane hit a really big three-pointer there in the fourth quarter. And that kind of helped seal the win for the North Medford Black Tornado. So they move to 3-3 now on the year. And they will be taking on, well, let's see what we're doing here. They will be taking on Wairika, and that'll be on Wednesday, so they will only have like one day to prepare for that game. And then they will be going up to Churchill, and they will also be playing Jervis here on the 30th of December. So those are the Churchill and Jervis games are actually next week. But so Wairika this week for the North Medford Black Tornado. We thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank North Medford High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. Our next Table Rock Sports production for the Tornado will be Wednesday night when we do the girls game as they take on Wairika. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, North Medford 41, Century 28. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching and good night from North Medford High School in Medford, Oregon.